Okay, so now that we've mixed them together, the 2/3 that we cooked and then the 1/3 that we had sitting here that we hadn't cooked, we mixed it together, and we're now going to form the Dokonu or the Kenkey balls. So this is how you're forming it, making it into a ball shape. And then you'll wrap it up either in the corn leaves, or like I said, if you haven't got any corn leaves, you can just wrap it up in foil. So I'm going to just demonstrate how you wrap it up in foil. Okay, so I've turned the foil so enough so that you can wrap it around in, and then you just wrap it up. You wrap it like that, turn it around like a parcel, and you fold it together like that. So that's when you wrap it in the foil. Okay, and then we'll now show you how you wrap it in the corn dough. I mean the corn leaves. So you make it in the ball shape again. You take one leaf, you place it in there like that, and then you just do the same, wrapping it round at the bottom of the corn leaves at the bottom. You keep on placing the bottom of the corn leaves at the bottom, and the top skinny parts go to the top. So you wrap it round. So you have a little bit of a gap at the bottom, and then you twist the top. Twist the top. Squeeze the excess water out because we've soaked it in water so that it will come soft and you can bend it. And then you just push it right in. So you're tucking it in. And that's how you wrap up the corn leaf. I'm going to demonstrate one more time how we wrap it up in the corn leaf. So you take the corn dough mixture, you put the bottom of the corn leaf towards the bottom there, and the top is up there. You just layer it, just wrapping it around with the other leaves. Yeah, so you just continue to wrap it all the way around. Find the leaves that are the appropriate size to cover it. Okay, so this one's covered fully now. Smooth it out, and then we take the top, twist the top round, tighten it, and then twist it. Just keep on twisting the top, twisting it round and round. Round so you know that it's tightened up. And then you just make a slight hole in the top, and you just push it in. And that's the second one done. So just continue with the remaining corn dough mixture. Okay, so that's the all the corn dough wrapped up. So what I'm going to do is, because some of these areas are exposed, I'm going to wrap it up in some plastic bags. If you were to use the foil, then there's no need to do this. Okay, so I put them in the plastic bags, as you can see here. The reason why I did this is, like I explained, that because I've used the corn leaves to cover it, some of the areas were exposed, so we don't want it to be too soft when you're cooking it. So I've put them in plastic bags. But if you're using the foil, there's no need to do that. Before I actually put this into the pot, I lined it with some of these corn leaves. The reason why I lined the base of it is because the corn leaves are quite soft, so it can burn easily. So if you put a layer of that underneath, it won't burn as easily. But if you're using the foil, then there's no need to line anything. So you just fill it up with water and then cover it. Okay, so we're just going to leave this to cook for now. But the test to know when it's cooked is when you tap it, there will be a certain sound. But I'm going to tap it now. You don't hear any particular sound coming out, so obviously it's not cooked. But when it's cooked, you hear like a banging sound. Okay, so I've covered the pot with a lid, and from time to time you need to check the amount of water that's inside. If the water is almost finished, then add some more boiling water to it. What I normally do is, when I have to add the boiling water, then I lower the temperature to like medium heat. That's normally what I normally do. but just keep an eye on the amount of water inside because you don't want it to burn. Okay, because the amount of Dokonu Kenkey that I was making was quite a lot. What I'm just doing now is I'm just rotating the positions of the Kenkey so that everything will be cooked the correct length and everything. So I'm putting the ones that were at the top at the bottom, the ones that are at the bottom and the top, so they will be all cooked evenly. Just be careful because it's quite hot, so you've got some cold water that you can dip your hands in as you're doing this. Okay, so the Kenkey of Dokonu is now ready. Like I told you before, when you tap it, it should make a sound. Do you hear that thumping sound? It makes that kind of thumping sound, and it's also quite springy now. Before it wasn't very springy when I tried it before we boiled the water. Yeah, so that's it done now. So you serve this with the shito. You can serve it with just like the red pepper, which you make with onions and tomatoes, like a salsa style thing. You can have it with stew as well. Some people even make this into a porridge. Yeah, this is the red pepper, the salsa like thing that I was talking about. Just made of tomatoes, onions, and pepper that you put in the blender and you blend together. You can serve it with some fresh onions and tomatoes, and like I said, it's shito as well, and with fish. And the amount of salt you add is just up to you when you're making these things. Yeah, so enjoy the Dokonu. And like I said, people make them into porridge as well. If you want to make it into porridge, then you just add some of the Dokonu, add some water and maybe milk, and blend it in the blender to smooth it out, almost like a smoothie texture. And you've got your porridge there. So enjoy a Dokonu, or as people call it, Kenkey as well. So to serve it, remove the plastic from it, and then also remove the corn leaves as well from it. Those of you that have made it with the foil, just remove the foil before you serve it. Okay, so that's the Kenkey Dokonu being served with shito over there. This is the red hot pepper that we call red pepper, or salsa that you want to call it. That's the fish, and this is just the fresh tomatoes and onions. Yeah, we normally eat this with our hands, but those of you that want to use your hands, you can use a knife and fork if you wish to. So basically enjoy this.